Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock and I'm Ollie Howard with your lunchtime Solent Sports News Bulletin. Tonight, the FA Cup returns with round of 16 action. After knocking the holders Liverpool out, Brighton travel to Stoke, whilst Fulham vs Leeds is the only all-Premier League clash of the night. Leicester, the 2021 champions, welcome Blackburn Rovers to the King Power as Bristol City hosts six-time champions Manchester City at Ashton Gate. Robins manager Nigel Pearson has said it would be tough for them to beat the Premier League champions.
When you play against sides of the quality that Man City have, I mean, they're one of the best sides in the world. There's no point worrying too much about that. We've just got to be as good as we can be. We've got to be the best version of ourselves that we can be, and we'll need to play very, very well.
Southampton face League 2 Grimsby tomorrow evening, who are 67 places below the Saints in League 2. Tom Humphrey has the latest.
Delight and despair on the same pitch at the same time. Leeds United celebrate, and a serious Southampton reaction is well and truly required.
Things haven't been going well for Southampton lately. The Saints sit rock bottom of the Premier League table following a defeat to relegation rivals Leeds last weekend. The FA Cup has offered a rare source of joy for the South Coast club though, with a place in the quarter-finals up for grabs against League 2 Grimsby Town on Wednesday evening. With the club in the middle of a relegation dogfight, is an FA Cup run a welcome distraction from the poor league form, or will the fixture congestion hinder any hopes of survival? We hit the streets of Southampton to find out what the fans would prefer, a walk down Wembley Way in May or staying in the Premier League.
To bin off the FA Cup and try and stay in the Prem, to be honest. I couldn't give less care about the FA Cup. I'd rather stay in the league, to be honest.
No, because I think they're going to go down regardless, so you might as well try and win a trophy.
Yeah, I'd rather stay in the league. I think it's more important to stay in the Premier League than win the FA Cup, because if we go down, they'll probably get back up for a few years.
While fan opinion is clearly divided, Ruben Sellers' side need to start winning games quickly. A cup win against Grimsby might just give them the momentum that they need to turn their league form around too.
History was made at the Ski and Snowboarding World Championships in Georgia last night. 16-year-old Mia Brooks became the youngest world champion in snowboarding history when she beat New Zealand's Zoe Sordowski-Synnott. The Brit performed a double grab, which involves 4 rotations in the air, to earn a winning score of 91.38. Brooks is already looking forward to more gold medal success at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan. In rugby, Marcus Smith has been left out of the training squad before next week's Six Nations match. They face France at the weekend, with George Ford returning to the squad for the first time in a year. Smith will now return to Harlequins, who face Exeter on March the 4th. England duo of Serena Wiegman and Mary Earps were able to build upon their Euro success at the FIFA The Best Awards. Wiegman won the Best Women's Coach and Earps won Best Goalkeeper prizes respectively. The Dutch woman thanked women's footballers in her speech for being the pulling force for where the game is today.
Little girls have their idols, they have inspirations, and the development of the game, so many people across the world have worked so hard to get the game where it is right now. And I would like to thank the people for that, because that gives the fundament of the women's game.
Manchester City have announced plans today to develop the Etihad Stadium. The citizens are looking to increase their capacity to 60,000 by developing a new and larger 7,000-seater upper tier in the North Stand. This will include room for a new fan zone which can seat up to 3,000 spectators. Elsewhere, Tottenham Hotspur have signed a new long-term deal with F1. The 15-year agreement will witness the creation of the world's first ever stadium electric karting track underneath the Premier League side stadium. The premise will open later this year, with Tottenham and F1 due to establish a new driver academy programme in search of fresh talent for the next generation of racers. Educational tasks will be held for schools to help get local youngsters into motorsport, introducing them to potential careers in engineering and software development. In cricket, New Zealand beat England by 1 run last night to win the 5-day test in Wellington. England became just the 4th team in test history to lose after enforcing the follow-on. However, it was England who stumbled at the line with Anderson feathering Wagner down the leg side to leave England 256 all out, chasing 258. it was just the second defeat England have experienced in 12 games under the leadership of captain Ben Stokes. That's all from us for now. I'll be back in an hour, and you can keep track on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk.